What's up and welcome back, you little taint ticklers. Today we've got a little bit shorter one for you and you'll find out why, but right now we are on the line for a WFO series Hare Scramble in Spragueville, Iowa. Actually, same property we did the hard enduro on last week, but this is different series, different promoter. Let's get it! Pretty good damn jump, and the guy to the right of us is going to over accelerate a little bit. We get on the brakes hard and we come out of this first corner in front of him for our third consecutive hole shot in Hare Scrambles. So I don't know if I just wasn't paying attention to the classes that left before me, but yeah, this tape matrix at the beginning of the race, it gets me, but there's enough confusion going on that I'm able to get back by a couple of people. So we come out of the whole ordeal in third place, which not too bad. So we fell in behind this 838 bike here, and in front of him we've got Cody Brewington leading the way. If you've watched any of my other videos from this season, you'll hear me say that in the beginning of the races, I'm really just kind of getting a feel for things, taking it easy, not going to make that huge mistake while I've still got the whole field right behind me to capitalize on it. You're going to notice that even though I said we're racing the same property as we did in last week's hard enduro, there's a stark contrast in the terrain. For the Hare Scramble, the course is set up to be a lot more friendly to everybody. In the hard enduro, we got into some of the gnarlier stuff on this property, but you'll see a lot of like open quad trail, and even wider than that for this race. It was just pretty open and really fast, which I personally don't mind, you know, as kind of a change of pace type thing. I wouldn't want this race every single week, but if they're gonna throw one in the mix every once in a while, I'm cool with that. You know, I get to twist that throttle a little bit more, blow some of those cobwebs out of the bike, and I'm probably over exaggerating it anyways. It was more of like a 50-50 thing with the open stuff, and then here a little bit later you'll see us dive into some single track. The ratio normally leans a lot heavier towards the single track, so if I title this video Wide Open Race or something, that's what I mean. Although there are a couple spots in this race where I do get to crack that throttle and really hold her. So we're running a real nice, like comfortable, flowy pace. I don't feel any pressure from behind me, and I wouldn't say that I'm getting bored back here, that'd be the wrong word for it, but instead of making a pass, I start getting into like extracurricular activities. We tried to jump that little lump on the ground and got super squirrely, so yeah, that should be enough of that. We start coming into our first little bit of traffic, and it kind of like tightens up this little lead group of three that I'm in, and it actually makes for some decent racing. As you can see there, Cody got held up, so we had a lead change. I'm still in third, but we're all kind of starting to jockey for position a little bit. Cody clicked neutral, so of course I had to let him know I was on his ass. We all three come up behind this guy, and the leader gets on the gas to go by him, blows a corner, and ends up stuffing himself in a tree. And of course that's going to move us up into second place, but hey, I think I recognize that guy out in front of Cody. That's Electric is Better. He's out here riding his Suron. He's actually got a YouTube channel himself, so if you want to check that out, I'll put a link down in the description below. Gas or electric, doesn't matter. We need to get by. We go to make our move, and so does Cody, but Cody ends up getting tangled up with him, so guess what? First place, baby, yeah! And my first order of business as the newly appointed race leader is getting indecisive with this split lane going right up the middle, which is the worst possible line. I'm surprised I didn't get passed back right there, but Cody's gotta be close. Even though I can hear him back there, I'm trying not to let the pressure of that and leading the race get to me, so we're just taking things easy, smooth, and consistent. I'm thinking I can hold this guy off as long as I don't make any big mistakes. I can pick up the pace where I need to, if he's trying to make a pass or something like that. Basically, just remain calm and act like you've been here before. We come into this corner and there's these like baby head sized rocks, nothing too crazy, but they're just laying loose there. And yeah, that whole leading the race thing, short lived. If my count is correct, I think 4 people go by me here. Whoops. Unfortunately, that little bobble trashed the GoPro angle pretty damn bad. And if I don't like watching the footage like this, I'm sure as hell not going to make you guys watch the footage like this. So we're just going to pretty much cut through the remaining stuff quickly and pick up anything with significance. Something maybe like this guy Jake passing me up. I hate to spoil it for you guys, but he goes on to win the race. So yeah, I'd say that's significant. You'll see that as we work our way into some of the tighter, more technical sections of the trail, some heavy traffic comes with that. The traffic jam is going to allow us to stay with Jake here, but as soon as he gets a guy or two between us and a little bit of room to work with, he just checks out. I think he was just genuinely a lot faster than me. He probably got buried at the start or something and it just took him this long to catch up. That guy was moving. Heads up. It doesn't help though when trying to make a pass looks like this. So yeah, the struggle is definitely real trying to get this pass made, but as we move along up the trail, we see that the struggle's a lot more real for somebody else. We got Cody Brewington off to the left. Looks like he had some kind of mishap, but that works out in our favor, moving us back up 1 position. And then we're going to come into this log jam, like kind of literally. That leads into a pretty good little battle with this guy on a 125. As I try to go past this guy on a downhill, I get a little off course and end up running over a boulder. After realizing I wasn't going to get the pass done and I was going to be back there for a little bit, I tried to wipe my GoPro, and what I didn't tell you about that bobble earlier is it didn't just adjust the angle of my GoPro, it actually knocked my mount loose, so when I went to wipe the GoPro, I pulled it off of my helmet. So now I'm riding around with my GoPro in my hand. Pretty much the first chance I get in an area with spectators, I launch my camera at one of them. I was lucky enough that it ended up in the hands of this guy, and he went and turned it into the promoters and I was able to get it back. So if you're local and you know who this guy is, please tag him so I can say thank you. But as there's obviously no more race footage to be had, that's going to wrap it up for this one. I was able to charge back up to second place where I finished. Yeah, another second place. But thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Peace.